Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast, part of the second summer of Blake 7. This time talking about episode 8, Hostage. Ah yes, episode 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5 episodes left, so don't be disheartened. For those of us of a certain disposition, and for that I mean, fans, this is, the John Aberneri episode. Everyone likes John Aberneri. He always puts in a good performance, regardless of whether his moustache is real or not. And yes, it opens with the attack on the Liberator. Why the Federation are still tracking them down and trying time and time again is rough. Yes, it's perfectly reasonable to believe that the Liberator is trying to be tracked down by commanders using mutoids with really weird blonde wigs, and for some strange reason, a giant digital countdown clock in the corner travelling through space with them, which is what it looked like to me when I was a kid. And I'm still not completely sure why they can withstand any attack unless it's from 3 ships at once. But that's not important, because you could always go up or down or across or left or right or change your direction, because you are in space after all. It's more like a submarine. Leave it. Shall I leave it? I think I'll leave it. Basically, the plot revolves around a hostage and a message from Travis. That's one end of your plot, but your other end of your plot, that's the attempt to track them down, to take out the Liberator, to destroy them. They've got force walls. They've just got a massively superior ship. And it's nice to see some continuity from the last episode. Using the decoder to unscramble messages works. But just like the original Enigma, you can't be seen to have the information. You have to let commentary be bombed. Oh, it's all got a bit dark, hasn't it? Moving on. There's a lot of lounging around and chatting in this story. In fact, much more than usual. You've got some great lines from Avon, but let's face it, you always have. Oh, and did I mention that Michael Keating, the guy who plays Vila, is actually going to this year's Hooverville 2016 as one of the guests? I literally can't wait. I am so looking forward to this. Yes, I will have to ask him questions about all the exciting walking he does. But this year's guest list is shaping up massively. Not just him, but of course, Tegan's going as well. So as well as the names you'll hear in the advert, you've got that. I have digressed, but forgive me for that. Janet Fielding, Michael Keating, a great lineup. Back to the chat. Aurak, of course, with his predictions and cotton wool inside plastic boxes. Well, that's just to be expected. You let those things go. So Travis has got someone important to Blake, and there will be chat. Lots and lots of chat. Hello, this is me, Travis. I've got a plot device for you. I'm going to be threatening. I wish I had a moustache and then I could twiddle it. Here's a photograph of someone who may or may not be your cousin or may not be your girlfriend. We'll get back to you on that one. She was important to you. Yeah, right. I, for one, can't see that getting any better or worse. Travis is using crimos, criminal psychopaths. Because that's what you always need. People you can really count on in a corner. A psychopath. But the important thing in this whole story is the payoff at the end. It does feel like so much more time's passed between this and the last episode. Because at the very end, you've got Servalan agreeing to list Travis as officially dead. Just as long as he hunts Blake. What's all that about? Do you just override all of that trial court-martial nonsense? Yes, because it's Servalan and she can do that sort of thing. Now, the one thing that I do need to mention is at one point, they're all sat round having a quick drink. Now, obviously, it's a space drink, so it's blue. But this is weird. because it actually looks like poster paint. It looks like they've all been washing their brushes in a pot of water. Now, we've all done that. We've all been sat painting our Citadel miniatures and had a cup of tea to one side and ended up drinking from the water that you were washing your brushes in, rather than drinking from the cup of tea that somebody's brought and put next to you. That's what's happening here. It's also a completely off-topic chat. Yes, I'm rambling. Yes, I'm talking nonsense. And yes, that's the way of the world. It's not the strongest of stories, but, like I said at the beginning, it's got John Abineri, and that's never going to be a bad thing. So I'm going to fade away. Of course I am. And I'll be back very soon to talk about more nonsense. So until next time, be seeing you. On the 3rd of September 2016, Hooverville 8 will be with us. Possibly the friendliest convention in the whole of the UK. This year's guests include, but are not limited to, Kai Owen from Torchwood, Michael Jason from Doctor Who, the Valiard himself, Katie Manning, Joe Grant, Eric Sayward, Sophie Aldred, good old Ace, and Matthew Dale. For more information and to book your ticket, visit the Derby Quad website, www.derbyquad.co.uk, derbyquad.co.uk. That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.